Hey, what's up, Fizzy? What's up, FizzyHead? So here we are. It's my birthday today, and I'm recording the progress that I made. Well, honestly, I take it back. I'm recording the plan I want to do as I accelerate my life to getting that $2 million. The good thing is that I don't feel like I'm creating something from scratch this time. Instead, I feel like I've already been doing good things for the past months, and now I'm adding more on top of it. So it's not a feeling of creating things from scratch. It's a feeling of amplifying the good things that are already working. So that's good. What do I mean by that? I mean that I've been doing Muay Thai for over a month and a half continuously, and months in the past year. So that's good. There's nothing else to change on that except for me to keep doing what I'm doing in terms of health and fitness. That's good. I'm only going to improve at Muay Thai. The other thing is, another example of that is for me to record these YouTube videos. I've already recorded I think 27 or 28 videos, and that's good because through that, with improving one thing at a time, I've really made good progress, surprisingly more than what I thought I would make, and that's good because now I've finalized my setup for the videos, and the only things left are for me to spend money on better camera, better mics, but I'm not going to do that right now because I don't need to. The whole point of that YouTube channel is to document my journey from scratch until however long it takes for me to make the $2 million. So that's good. I've been doing that already. So again, it's not like I'm going to start making a channel. Like today, when we talk about today, it's not like I'm starting to make a YouTube channel. No. I've already been doing it. Now I just need to add more on top of it to amplify those habits and effects in the work. In terms of job, I have a job so that I can source my cash flow. I've already tried the method of no job and trying to start businesses. And so far, and that was during COVID time, and I really took advantage of that. Because of that, I learned many lessons, and I've come to the conclusion that right now, until I can find something that is worth putting my gamble on, and what I mean by that is, let me reiterate that. Until I can find a project or some business idea or business sense that seems even remotely viable to me, remotely executable, if I see that, as I keep trying new things, the moment I see that, I will put all my money and all my job into that business or / idea or project. And at that point, the gamble I will take effectively will be that, all right, take all the money from my job, put it in my business, or quit my job and put it devote all my time into my business. So those are the only two things I can do right now. As of now, the plan I've been doing is that I have my job, which is giving me the cash flow, even though I spend like fucking 8, 10, I suppose sometimes 11 hours of the day in there. I still keep trying outside of work, and sometimes when I get my free time during break or even whenever I can get free time at work, I still try to come up with iterations of some sort of business or idea that I can make money, because I know that my job is not going to get me where I need to be. And that is established. It's just a matter of how I maneuver the chess pieces to get to the end goal. So yeah, anyway, coming back to the point, the job is just a source of cash flow for me, where I take that money and I put it in things like the equipment, in the skills that I need to learn, and whatever I need, whatever hole that I have missing, to plug that hole with my money and the skills that the money that I spend into the skills that I learn. So that's an example. So as of today, I don't have a goal of I need to get a job to do this. No. I already have a job. Now I just need to amplify it more. And apart from that, sleep honestly is a big one. I'm not getting enough sleep. I should be. Fuck it. Whatever. It is what it is. Every day I try, and I know sleep is important, especially because when I need to execute on my businesses. It's okay. It's still a thing, and I'm doing it. I'm still getting maybe 5 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep. I'm not getting 8 hours of sleep. Honestly, I'm kind of annoyed that I need that 9 to 10 hours of sleep anyway. So fuck it. Whatever. Who cares? That's that. So as you can see, that's what I mean from the whole earlier point that I was talking about, that it's not like I'm starting something from scratch now. When I talk about planning, it's not like I need to start looking after my health. I need to start figuring out a way to make money. I need to start all of that. No, I already have been taking care of my health in Muay Thai. I already have been documenting my journey with the YouTube channel. I have sorted out the cash flow issue with the job. I have sorted out my time. I don't waste a single second now of my day. Weekends, sometimes I do fuck up every once in a while, every now and then. Overall though, I really don't waste any time. So it's just a matter of me making bigger and bigger gambles, bigger and bigger decisions from here onwards that will get me to success. I don't know what that success looks like. All I know is that right now, with the way I'm going, I feel like I'm moving in a general right direction. The next thing I need to figure out is how the fuck am I actually gonna make the real money that I need to make. That is surprisingly hard. That's okay. So that's how I feel right now. That's the planning thing. So the way I'm thinking of planning things out now is I can either do it two ways. I can either think of something extreme, completely new, and dedicate all my time in that, or I can choose to put my resources into what I already have and keep making what I have better. So what do I have really in my time? With my time, what I spend it on is the job. Well, job is fucking useless. It's not gonna get me real money. Number two, Muay Thai. Okay, fine. I go to Muay Thai 4 times a week. If I do it any more than that, I will be taking time away from all the other stuff. So I think that is good. I don't know how else I can improve that. Maybe I'll buy better equipment. Maybe I'll start attending the advanced classes, because in order to learn better techniques. So that's the only thing I can think of, is attend more advanced classes and just get my stamina up there, because at the end of the day, good health means good body means good mind, and good mind means better decisions. Better decisions is what's going to get me to the goal that I need to get. There's no point in me getting rich if my health is shit. Fuck that. I don't want that. Okay, so yeah, put more time and money into the things that I have. So that's Muay Thai. I guess I can do that. The other thing I can do is this fucking YouTube channel, which is really, I'm making it for myself. I'm not really making it for the views. So how I can make it better? The way I think of it is the way I can think of it is just for me to keep trying different modes of recording data, documenting my journey. So far, I've been using a whole setup at home, which is effectively laptop, webcam, light, background, and just shifting things around like that. And that is what I have perfected. I also have a different way of recording if I want to present something. So effectively, that's like video game streaming or streaming presentations or streaming to people, maybe investors, friends, whoever I need to stream. I have perfected that as well. Now the next thing I suppose I can perfect is documenting my journey as I move, as I travel, because I honestly spend so much time while driving. And like right now, for example, I'm sitting in Starbucks and I wanted to document this journey and put my thoughts out, and I have my phone out in front of me recording everything. So maybe this is one thing I can master, is like, okay, if I want to document my journey as I'm on the move, I could just have a setup of things which I could just whip out and just boom, record, talk it out in front of the camera, and then boom, shut it down, upload it later on at YouTube. I mean, it's an extra task. I'm not happy about that. So let me see. Let me see how that is. Maybe I could improve the YouTube channel there. Maybe I can put in the effort to create better content, like better ways of explaining what I'm doing. Honestly, that is something I'm doing anyway. I could do it better, meaning I could use all the things that I learned from public speaking into these videos. So the 2-minute rule, the explanation rule, the evidence, action, result rule, and just getting my vocabulary up. Just becoming a better spokesperson for myself. Because all these videos that I'm making, the video right now that I'm making, and the videos that I'm putting on YouTube, all of those videos are for myself in the future. it's not really for anybody else to view. I'm not looking for views from this vague public thing out there that may or may not like what I'm doing. Fuck that. I'm not looking to chase that unheard, unrealistic unicorn. What I am doing it though is making myself better for the future me, so that when I do take a look back at these videos in the past, I can genuinely say that okay, this is where I started from, this is what I was thinking, look how I started from here, this is like that, and look here I am where I am now. And also, when I look back at these videos in the future, I want to be able to make better decisions in the future from that point onwards. So keeping myself as the focal audience has really alleviated me of a lot of stress and unwanted bullshit that would come if I was to chase views from some random public out there. So that's good. The other thing is, I'm looking to fail anyway. If this fail is bad, if you think this is a bad failure, Fizzy, then wait until you see the next failure that we do. So that's the mentality I'm going with, and that's great. I already, about the 500 videos that we're gonna put, where we're just gonna fail and keep trying to improve one thing at a time. That's great. So I don't know how else I can improve that side of things. Maybe, you know what, maybe I'll write that down actually. The next general improvement I want to make is how to record data as I'm moving along. So I want to be able to talk to myself as I'm on the journey, I'm on the road, because I'm on the road so much anyway, so that's good. So, and also these videos will help me stay accountable, which is extremely good. The other improvement I can think of in the YouTube channel is to get myself an editor. I need a video editor so that I myself can concentrate on creating the content itself. So you know what? On the road, method, editor, content planning, marketing. The thing is, this whole YouTube video thing is just like running a business. And the customer is me. Customer is the future me. So it's all up to me on however much effort I want to put in it and however good I want it to look. It is me creating things in my image for myself. And there'll be a point where I'll forget about all of this, and then I will randomly come across these videos, and at that point, there's a certain way I want to feel about myself. Like, if it looks good, I want to be able to say like, yeah, I put in all my work, all my effort in there. So that's good. So the only assets I have, honestly, right now, if I think about it, is my health. But it's my health, which I'm already taking care of, but I can't really use it to make me money. The only way I can think of making money using health is like to either become a fighter, Muay Thai fighter, or I don't know, do something stupid like pornography or something. But fuck that, I don't want to do that. I don't think that pays a lot anyway. What else? Modeling. I don't want to deal in modeling, because the thing is, I know modeling industry is gonna be who you know rather than what you have, because there are so many people who look beautiful generally, whether out in the public or in the modeling industry, and they're nowhere to be found. At the same time, you get all these ugly people who just know the right people, and they just slap on some makeup, and suddenly they're so popular and they make money. And how they make money is also not the way I want to make money. It's not if I am the reason for making money physically, that I have to be present all the time, then it's not really a business, it's a job. And I'm not looking for a job, I'm looking for a business. So modeling, no. That's all I can think of with health. With health, it's like a long-term dividend play where I'll take care of my health so that my longevity for health and doing business is extended. What else was the thing I talked about? YouTube is not really for money. I'm using it to document things for myself for the long term. So I don't know what else is there. My job is never gonna get me $2 million where I need to be. Sleep doesn't make money. It's another dividend play, long-term dividend play, which is like, by sleep you take care of your health, and by health being taken care of, you can go do the long runs and do the long marathons of thinking and business making and business running and decision making. So everything that I have right now, asset-wise, quote unquote, what I'm doing right now, doesn't make me money, or doesn't make me enough money. So I don't know what there is. And I can see some people in the car looking at me. I don't know if they're looking at me or at the Starbucks, but they're looking at me weird. So that's funny. Content creation, I thought of content creation for a while. Well, fuck that. It has the same problem of trying to find views for this random audience out there that may or may not exist. And then playing with the algorithm, dedicating your whole life just for a few views. And then even after you do get the views, what are you gonna sell? Right? That's another thing. I don't care about that. So that's good for me recording myself. The YouTube channel is gonna come into play not immediately. It's gonna come into play months, years down the road, where I need to build, where I need to. I will have. It's like my knight. It's my knight from the chessboard, where it's being developed right now, and it's not immediately gonna destroy the squares in front of it, but when it does, it's gonna be utilized in such a way that nobody can anticipate it, and when it does come into play, it'll just come and swish away whatever is in the path and just get back. So I'm honestly getting annoyed now that I think about it. I don't really have any asset that make me money. There's just a little cash that I have, and that cash, what I have decided to do with that cash is I'm just gonna spend all that cash to learn the skills that I need to learn. Well, what do I mean by that? I mean marketing. Right now, the skill that I need to learn is marketing, aka getting attention to myself, rather attention on my ideas. How do I get that attention? I taught myself sales by starting businesses and then doing sales jobs, multiple sales jobs. I taught myself accounting by dabbling in the stock market and taking courses in accounting, to the point where now I can really, as an investor, I can easily communicate with other investors and bankers and really understand how businesses work. Because as a business owner, you must understand how accounting works and how to read those reports, how to read the P&L, cash flow statements, balance sheets. So that rule has served me well, and I plan on keep doing that. So coming back to the point, I have a little bit of money. It's not enough for me to make big investment plays, or for me to buy a house, which, by the way, is a fucking bad idea, I think, for me. You buy a house, get locked, put all your cash in locked up, and then do what? You're cash poor, and now you're stuck with a fucking house, maintaining it. Running a house is a whole business of its own, that people for some reason here blindly sign up without thinking about it, and then keep paying for it. They don't realize they're robbing themselves of the time, the valuable time they have that they can use in trying to create something bigger. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, the money that I have, I plan on spending it all. I plan on spending all the money that I have and not saving a bit, apart from the emergency fund. I was spending all that money into learning skills that I need. And right now that skill is marketing. Again, I don't really have a tutor for any of this. For years, I've been looking for someone to teach me how to do a business. I don't come from that family, so you know what? Fuck it. I stopped I stopped looking for that stuff anyway, long time ago. So that is another reality of life that I have accepted, and it's been serving me well as well. So it's been freedom. It's given me a lot of freedom. So now, let's see. The only other thing I can think of is money. The people that I know, most people that I know around me, as of now, don't really have that requirement for making money. So I'm just thinking of what to do. Well, let me see if this is still recording. gonna make sure I'm still recording here. Shit. Okay, yep, we're good. So you know what, let me just write that down real quick, because if we're talking about my assets, the ones that I mentioned are health, can't use that for money, job, definitely not enough to make money. What else is there? Health is Muay Thai, and then YouTube channels, so documentation. YouTube, not, can't use for making money. What else do I have? Sleep, again, can't use for making money. Cash, spending into learning skills. What the fuck else? People, network. I don't know, man. Most people, I mean, fuck, you know. I don't know why the population around this fucking place is so trash. Like, these people don't have any ambition. I've cut people out that I can't trust and who have fucked me over, and that's been great. People without ambition, I don't even bother with that shit anymore. That's been serving me well. I've been looking for people of ambition, and it's surprisingly hard. I don't know why. There seems to be a scarcity of these people with ambition, and ambition such as mine. So the best thing I can think of is, you know, I have a handful of people that I trust no matter what and who are ambitious. Don't get me wrong, it's not like nobody's ambitious. I do have a handful of people who have ambition. It's just those people don't have the same ambition in the same direction as me. They have their own thing going on. So I gotta create my own wolf pack. I feel like a wolf without a wolf pack right now. A king without his people. I'm a king for sure. No doubt about it. I've come to the terms with that. No one else is like me, and I'm the best. Now I gotta figure out a way to make money. What puzzle can I solve to make money? Everything I'm doing right now doesn't make me money. What other assets do I have? Not really, nothing. Do I have a place to live? Whatever, that's not an asset. That's just something like a liability. Well, I could use it for things. Doesn't make money. The only thing people seem to be doing here to make money is buy a fucking house and rent it out. These idiots don't understand. There are only two ways how you can make money off that. Either you rent it out, have someone else pay your mortgage. That's not happening, not anymore at least. I mean, maybe back in 2008 or not even 8, after the housing crash and all that shit. Yeah. Back then, maybe when houses were cheap enough, you could buy it at cheap and rent it out, sure, make money. But in Canada, these people are trash. They don't have money to give on rent. Fuck that. And the mortgages are so high, even the landlords who buy these houses are idiots. They don't even fucking have money to pay for their shit. Getting fucked over by their own system. Fucking idiots. Now, so that's one way they make money. The only other way is if the capital value of the house, the price of the house appreciates. Well, fucking these idiots are just pricing up the houses so much that no one else can really buy them. I don't know if the housing market has hit a ceiling or not. Regardless, it's too expensive for anyone from Canada to buy this house or these houses. And even when they buy it, by the amount of percentage that the houses will increase in value, it'll just keep getting worse and worse, lesser and lesser. Like, these people are so fucking stupid. They'll keep having to put in more money for gains that are lesser as a percentage value of the amount of money that they put in. I mean, these fuckers say that they made $10,000 in a year. Yeah, but guess what? You put in a fucking $1 million. That's not good returns. Out of the $10,000, you have to pay all the fucking fees for your house, the property tax and shit. Fuck that. These people are so stupid. Apart from, so yeah, that's the capital appreciation that doesn't really happen here that much, and it's just more unaffordable. Maybe in the US it'll make sense in certain locations, but effectively it's a gamble. It's a gamble with your life, and to put it into one property. So fuck that. I don't do that. I would rather gamble on myself, meaning put all my money in my skills. So I don't know, my freedom, I have my freedom, that's an asset. How do I make money from my freedom? The decisions that I made. I mean, I think I have set myself up with everything that I possibly could. So what the fuck am I missing here? How the fuck do I not have money? How am I not rich? How am I still dependent on a fucking job that doesn't get me $2 million? I'm not gonna spend fucking years doing the same bullshit. I've seen people spend their fucking 30, 40, 50 years in a company only to leave, retired, like a fucking not scumbag, but like a fucking fly off the wall. Useless. Don't even matter. They don't even matter. The company just moves on. The company's like 50 years later, okay, thank you very much, bye-bye. Pension is for the poor, to remain poor. Doesn't even cover the cost of living. Jesus fuck. And these people spend their life into this bullshit. Honestly, fuck that. What other asset do I have? I really don't know. Location, cities around me. Nothing is under my name, so it's not an asset, I guess. It's just, you know what, fuck it, I'll still write it down. So, I gotta write down my assets. Who do I know? What do I know? How is the money gonna be made? Is the money gonna be made in marketing? Sure. I don't have the looks for being a marketer myself, and in fact, I wouldn't want to be the face of marketing. Actually, I would like to be the face of my company, not as a modeler or something, you know what I mean? I can't compare with those like white girls or like these dumbass girls who just bob their head and get fucking like millions of views. Fuck that. If I bob my head, no one gives a fuck. If I work hard, no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck, effectively, period. That's like a life of being a man. These motherfuckers, fuck them. Fuck them for being able to get their bullshit. Like, I don't understand this society. Like, hard work really doesn't seem to be paying off here. There has to be something that is like, hard work alone doesn't seem to be paying off here. There has to be like hard work plus attention plus some sort of convincing to spend money. That's what's required. I gotta figure out what I need to sell. If I can sell without having a single asset to my name, what do I have? Stories. Public speaking is my asset. Public speaking, all the courses I've taken, those skills are not going anywhere. So, let's see, what else? It's like I'm living in a dead zone where nothing happens. Even if I do move out of here, like look at all these old people, like they've spent their lives, they got nothing going on for them. Not gonna be like that. I met old people who are not millionaires, and I thought to myself, how the fuck are you not millionaires? How? What the fuck did you do with your life? 72 years old, living broke? Fuck that. Only thing people have is like houses. But that shit is, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just assume we know nothing. It's like a hero from Warcraft. No skills. I have these skills. That's okay. If these are not making me direct money right now, then it means these things will lead me to a way of making money. That's it. That's how I feel right now. I've developed tools that I know are leading me towards making money. Now I gotta figure out where the fuck that money is. I made myself an axe. I gotta figure out the mine. Or whatever, the wood. I don't know, a pickaxe. I made myself a pickaxe. Now I'm trying to figure out my gold mine. Where's my gold mine? Even the cars these people own is fucking shit. So those are my assets. You know what? Let's just turn this into a video. FizzyHead. This will be a video where I am actually outside making a recording on my phone. Oh well, on one of my older phones, not my current phone, but my older phones. I think it's an iPhone 11. Out in here, out at Starbucks. Now, our theme was that those are the points we talked about. Now, the good thing about ourselves. Well, the good thing about ourselves, one good thing I can think of today is that I am fucking resilient. Fizzy, you are resilient. And any Fizzy heads out there are resilient as fuck. If you're watching this conversation happening between Fizzy of the present and Fizzy of the future, understand that you are watching something great being made and molded out of nothing, out of the things that we have built ourselves. So we are resilient. Right now we have listed all our assets, and as the more assets keep coming, we'll keep writing them down. So being resilient is a good quality that we have. I'm proud of ourselves for that. I'm proud of you for that, Fizzy. The next thing is the next video improvement. Well, you know what? The next video improvement we can do is we can go back to the whole picture for the channel, picture for the YouTube channel. So let's do it like that. Well, we can do it like that. We can have that as a video improvement for the next video. I know we said like a couple videos ago that we're gonna have the improvement. We're gonna upload a picture for the channel next video and next video. Well, guess what? The improvements that we did end up doing in this video and the past video were so much better than having a fucking channel picture for the channel. And the thing is, that's good. Like, it's good. It just means we're improving, right? We're still improving, so we're still on that upward trajectory of quality. Now we gotta find out what people want. We gotta so anyway, yeah, so I digress. So that's the next video improvement. Side note, I was speaking to a good friend of mine. Let's call him C. Yeah, let's call him C. C actually told me something about making money, and he said that, you know, people will pay for a few things, so you gotta figure out which one that thing is. You can make money. He classified it as in three ways, and that was extremely good, actually, extremely useful. The way he represented it to me, it made sense. Kind of opened my eyes, frankly. He said that if you make a product or a service, you can price it lower than what is being priced right now. Actually, no, you know what? Let me restart. He said, you know what? Let me just gather my thoughts here real quick before I actually go on to say, because I want to get this right. So he said, okay, perfect. Yeah. So he described making money to me like this, and it frankly made so much sense to me, even though I already have many ways. I've come across many ways and many methods and analogies of making money. This one stuck with me the most, and I thank you, C, for that. C effectively taught me that, okay, when you have a business or a service or a product, okay, yeah. So first of all, he started off by saying this: it's not what you do, it's what you know. He described it like this. He's like, a company hires a consultant. He described it like this. He said there's a company that makes gears, say for example, or a machine. Company's machine breaks down. The product is a machine and that product breaks down. Now, the company owner is trying to figure out what the fuck is going on here? Why isn't this working? He hires a consultant. The consultant, who's an engineer in this case, the consultant comes, takes a look, spends about like 2, 3, 4 hours just examining it. Like, looks there, takes all the notes and everything. At the end of the 4th hour, he goes and just gives one smack to a side of the machine. Boom. Took him like a second to do that. Boom. And the machine works. Suddenly the problem is solved. And the owner is happy. The owner said, how much? The consultant said, please pay me. And the owner said, okay, how much will that cost? The consultant said, he said some number. Let's say $100,000. He said, $100,000 will be the fee. The consultant said, oh, what the fuck? All you did was you smacked it. I need an invoice for that. I need a proper invoice. All you did was you smacked it. So what the consultant did was, okay, I'll give you an invoice. No worries. And the invoice, what he wrote was, smacking, line number 1, smacking the machine, $5. Line number 2, knowing where to smack the machine, $999,995. So that was the invoice. So the owner obviously argued with that. He said, what do you mean? The consultant said that it's not the smacking, the action that I did. That action was just over a second, probably worth $5 or whatever, a little amount of money. What the money was worth for is the knowledge that I applied, knowing where to smack. You had looked at how tried it yourself. He spoke to the owner. He said that you yourself tried to do this. You smacked around a bunch of places and that didn't work. A bunch of other people tried to fix this problem by smacking at all these locations. That didn't work. I, on the other hand, figured it out and knew where to smack, and I did one smack over a second, and that made it work. So that is why I'm asking. That is why I'm worth $100,000. So the whole point of that story, the result of that story is that what you get paid for is not really the action that you do. It's knowing and the knowledge that you bring and apply. The back end knowledge that you apply, that is what you get paid for. So that was extremely important. Again, some of these things are nothing new. They've been regurgitated, reiterated over time, multiple ways, multiple periods of times. It was a good reminder that he started off with this. The next thing that he said, he built up on this. He said that, okay, now that I have established what the fuck you charge people for, let me tell you how you can figure this out, how you can position yourself. He said that if you want to provide a service, let's say, or a product, service or a product, you can provide it based on time and charge people based on that. Meaning, if you have company A, company B out there does this job over 1 hour, charges $10. Now you have somehow figured out that you can do the same job in half an hour. Are you gonna charge $10? It's gonna take you 30 minutes to do it. I actually said yes to that when he asked me the question. So C has a good habit of really presenting a problem, letting you think about it, and then giving you the answer, which is great, especially because he's so patient with it. and he has extremely good knowledge of these things. So you get to learn a lot, especially if you involve yourself in it. So he said, it takes you, the company B does the job for $10 over 1 hour. You have figured out how to do it over 30 minutes. Will you charge $10? I said yes. C told me, why would you do that? Why? The customer doesn't care whether you do it over 1 hour or 30 minutes. They will care if you say you did it, if you're gonna do it in 1 hour and you take longer than expected. That's fucked up. But if you figured out a way to do it in a lesser amount of time, the customer doesn't care. You know, in this day and age, if you have items to be delivered, someone tells you something's gonna come in 1 week, okay? And then you can figure out, you can say like, you know what? If they're like, if they say we'll deliver an item to you for $20 in 1 week, now you have figured, and it takes them 1 day to make that product, right? But they tell the customer like, okay, it's just gonna be there in 1 week for you, and customer's like, okay, fine. Now you come in, you have figured out to make that same product over half a day, and you tell the customer, hey, listen, like we'll deliver you this product, but it takes us half a day to make, as opposed to our competitor who you're buying from, with whom it takes 1 day to make the product. The customer's like, how much are we charging? And I tell them like, oh, we charge $10. Customer's gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? Fuck it, I don't care. I don't care about half a day. I don't care if you make it faster or not. What I care about is a product. So now that's the issue with keeping the same price in that case. So what do? He told me, what do? This is what you do. When you figure something out that you can make for less time, so then you can drop your price. You say that, okay, instead of $10, maybe I'll charge $6, $7, $8, and it takes me 30 minutes to do the job, right? Fine. I'll get 2 people, because it takes me in the same amount of time that the other guy takes 1 hour to do. I can do 2 people, take care of 2 customers. And I can charge less per customer, so it's beneficial for the customer. Now when you go to the customer and say, hey, listen, our product, we make it in half the amount of time that the other company does, and we charge less. The customer is gonna say, sure, I'll come with you. What he gives a fuck about is the money. And because the money's less for him, that's profit number 1. Profit number 2 for him, benefit number 1. Benefit number 2 for him is gonna be the less time. So that's a secondary benefit. So first of all, you get the customer that way. The second thing, how do you solve your problem of revenue? Because you can do it in less amount of time, you can get more customers, so take care of 2 customers instead of 1. And now you have, if you charge, let's say less, so charge $8 per customer. So you do 2 orders in that 1 hour, now you get $16 in the whole hour, as opposed to that customer who does 1 customer for $10 gets only $10. So that's number 1. Effectively, what he was describing over there was, if you can figure out a way to do a service or a product faster than your competitor, you can get away. You should actually charge less than what the market is charging and get more volume, get more people, so that you build your revenue. And you know, that was number 1. So that was a good way he put it, because effectively what you're doing there is you're pricing down the market, but you're making sure that you can deliver the promise, and you're doing it to multiple people, because that's the only way you can make it. That's the only way Amazon does it. Amazon made sure that they deliver things in the same day, and the charge for that delivery honestly is a Prime membership, which is like $5, or maybe not same day, like the next day, or like in the next couple of days, and they guarantee that delivery. No other person, no other business can guarantee their deliveries the way Amazon does, and that's why they have gained so many customers. Where am I ever gonna get myself an opportunity where I can buy myself a bicycle, and just pay like $5 on top of it, which will consider the Amazon fee? So membership fee, $5 on top of it, get it delivered in the next like couple days or few days. Where can I get that? If I order online from these bike shops, they will fucking deliver it to me in weeks. The other alternatives, I have to go drive my ass to the fucking bike shop, argue with the fucking salesman, and then deal with all that bullshit, only to either buy it on the spot if they have it in stock, or because of COVID now it's even worse, or if they wait for them to fulfill the order and then I'll deliver it. Amazon has solved that problem by making sure that they take less time in doing their deliveries than any of the competitor, and what they've done to counteract that reduction in revenue, because they need to make their revenue up somehow, because they're charging less than all these competitors, they had to get more people involved, more customers, and that's exactly what they did. Amazon has done it so well. It's a marvel to live in this day and age to see it that way. They have said, all right, for $5 a month, here you go. These are all the stores. We'll make sure you get delivery, either same day delivery or delivery in a few days. We'll make sure of that. And this is the fastest delivery you can get from any other competitor in the world. I don't think in the world there's anyone else. Maybe Alibaba or AliExpress, but that's like a whole, geographically speaking, that's like a whole another side of the world. So long-winded description over there. That was what C taught me, number one. I'm definitely gonna figure out a better way of describing all of this. I'm just gonna make sure that I'm recording everything here. Yeah, I am. Perfect. Now, so that was number one. The second thing he taught me, he was like, okay, now let's take another scenario. Let's talk about quality of product. Say, for example, you have a competitor, or you know what, let's remove the competitor on this side. This one, let's talk about you making your own business. You are company A and you have a product. You make furniture. You make a chair. Okay? Now, what is this chair? You put in your work. You make it by hand. You make it with mahogany wood. By the way, this is all like C talking, right? This is credit to C. C, if you ever see this in the future, this is all credit to you. So thank you. Thank you for teaching me. And you know, this is amazing. You really, I told you I was not joking when I said you opened my eyes with this, and you know, as a token of gratitude, here I am putting this content out there, and I'll mention you every time I talk about this stuff. So, you know, if you ever, this is my way of showing gratitude to you. So anyway, back to the point. The second thing that C taught me was that you're making a chair. Now you spend your blood, sweat, and tears making this one chair, and you know, you tell people what they want. You have a customer, say for example, or you have multiple people. Now you spend all your time making this one chair, and you make it with the best of the best material, like mahogany wood, whatever. I don't even know what wood there is, like oak, tree. Maybe you have some, the finishing is amazing, and you make sure the curvature really lines up with the style. It's just amazing to look at. Or maybe a coffee table too, like for that matter. You make furniture. You make sure that every nook and cranny is perfect. How much do you charge for that? So this one I understood, right? Because I understood branding, and this one I got right, which was good. So I told C that, you know, honestly, I would figure out my cost, and then I would do a multiple of that, and then make sure all my cost is covered, and then I would charge, you know, anything above that is a profit. So I would charge based on that. So I would make sure my cost is covered and then charge whatever I want to charge. So C told me, he's like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That is right. In every business, you must cover your cost. That is the basic of every business. You're good that you know that. What you need to do on top of that is you charge because your quality is good. So you can charge whatever the fuck it is you want to charge, as long as you prove and make sure that quality is consistent. As long as you keep outputting that fucking chair with that quality finish and that mahogany wood every single time, no matter how long it takes, you can go to a customer and tell them, all right, this is what you want, this is what I have. And when the customer says, you know what, IKEA is selling the same chair for whatever, $10, but you are charging $500,000 for this chair. Why? What the fuck? Then I can say, she told me that I can say as a business owner and the maker of that chair, I can say that, you know what? There's no way IKEA has the quality that I produce. There's no way IKEA is sourcing the same wood that I source. There's no way IKEA makes sure their finish is to the point of my finish. And if you doubt that, I charge $500,000 because I know this quality is good. I know you will love this chair, and this chair cannot be found anywhere else. I made this chair for Queen Elizabeth when she was alive, and I make this chair for King Charles right now, and I make this chair is so fucking good that I've sent it to space. If you think IKEA is that good, then fucking go buy IKEA. Spend your $10. I have other people that have the money to spend $500,000 on my chair. Because my quality is good, you will not find it anywhere else. It's just that good. So that's the thing. So ending that story, the whole point was C was saying, was that oh, that was a mistake. But anyway, C was saying that you can make a good quality product, spend all the time you need, and then you can charge whatever the fuck you want, and then you defend that price. Whoever comes to you at that point, your business model then becomes, instead of trying to find every Tom, Dick, and Harry to spend their fucking $5 that they're gonna cheap out on, which they don't even know how to spend, instead of dealing with those cheap assholes, you can just go for that one guy who has $500,000 to spend it on your quality product, and that's it. You get those kind of customers, which is ideal. That's the whole business model of Lamborghini, Ferrari. You don't really see Lamborghini or Ferrari giving their ads out, but then at the same time, you know, I think the only advertising that Ferrari might have done is like they just have their logo, just a fucking logo, like a 5-second ad that comes up, shows Ferrari logo with the red hood of Ferrari, and done. Everybody knows what it is. Also, this is in part of branding, which definitely plays a big part in the quality of the product and showcasing that quality. So yeah, coming back to the point, that's a Ferrari business model. Fucking Ferrari makes sports cars. McLaren makes these cars. Bugatti makes these cars. Daytona Ferrari, which is the car that I'm gonna get, they don't fucking go looking for customers who want to spend $10,000 on a fucking car. No, fuck that. Daytona, Lamborghini, or I think it's Ferrari, I'm not sure, one of those. Ferrari has customers that will and have spent millions of dollars. They sell cars fucking $2.5 million just like that. Ferrari showroom? Yeah, Ferrari's not gonna let you into their showrooms like any cheap motherfucker. So, point being, Ferrari has that quality. So has Lamborghini. They've been making these quality cars for specific people or for specific purposes. Because of that quality they have established, and they keep consistently outputting that quality product, they can charge whatever the fuck they want. They really can, for good reason. And their customers in turn are not these fucking buyers of like these cheap cars. On the flip side, fucking Toyota. You see how much money Toyota and Jaguar and all these cheap fucking car companies spend on advertising? Because that's all they do. They make these cheap cars for these cheap people who literally don't have a dime to spare. Like, they buy these cars on credit. Like, they spend money they don't have. These people are so poor. Like, Toyota customers are so fucking poor. Like, they will be happy in their shitty Camry, the 2023 shitty Camry that they'll spend 50 grand on. But it doesn't really mean much because the car is shit. Yeah, they say it's the best made car for a poor person. It's not a sports car. It fucking, all you're gonna use that car is to go from point A to point B. Why the fuck would you spend that much money? But people do it. It's still so fucking cheap. Like, Toyota will always forever it will have to compete with fucking like Honda and price itself down and just have to fucking compete for these people who don't have money to spend. So, you know, whatever, like, fuck it. They're bound in that. I mean, I guess their car is good. They're great cars. They're not bad cars. It's just Toyota is not a luxury brand. Why? Because Toyota never dabbled into that fucking... Its product from the beginning was to be a cheap econo box. So fuck that. Its whole model was to be cheaper than the next person and have as many broke people pay for my car as possible. So fuck it. Whatever. Maybe Toyota made some sports car, but maybe there's some sort of, I don't know what, Supra or some shit out there that people want to drive, make themselves feel better because they're so poor. They can't afford shit. They can't afford a Lamborghini, so they buy a cheap Toyota to make themselves feel better. But in reality, their whole Toyota's business model is to price itself down than the other person, the other competitor, and just collect as many poor people as it can. Anyway, that was the whole point. That ramble sums up the quality portion, where effectively CU taught me that if you have a good quality product that you keep outputting every single time, it doesn't matter how long you spend on it, it doesn't matter what you charge, you can charge whatever you want, and people will pay based on the quality of your product. That was number 2. Number 3, I think this was the most entertaining one, and again, this is something that many of us already know. I knew about it. It's just funny how the way C put it, and in the moment, it was funny. So the third and the last way he told me / taught me in making money, he's like, you know what? Now let's take another business model. Let's say you are a whatever. You're on the highway. You own a gas station. Gas station has all things related to car parts, right? Fucking tires you sell, petrol. You even sell a fucking car, but it's all things related to car. And now you have somebody who comes up to you and he's walking on the road and you're in the middle of the desert, nothing around for hundreds of miles. You're the only fucking business owner there. He comes around, and I think you can understand where this is going. I think you'll already guess where this is going, but I'll still keep it coming. He comes around and he says, you see a person come around and he's like, hey buddy, listen, I need a tire for my car. My car is broken down. So you're like, okay, I got tires right here. Which one do you want? And he takes a name of some whatever shit car he has. He's like, whatever, I have a Toyota Econobox bullshit. It's a cheap Camry, whatever. I feel good about it, but it's really for poor people. So I have that. Do you have a tire size R16? So whatever. I'm like, yeah, I do have it right there. Guy asks you, he was saying, asks you, how much is it for? And I'm at that point, how much do you charge? So I told him, I was like, I told him the same thing I said earlier. I was like, you know what? See, honestly, I would still try to figure out the cost of the tire and then put a multiple of it. He's like, again, that's good, but you're missing the point. How much would you charge for this? And I couldn't get it because I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Like that's how you charge, right? Do the numbers and you price based on that. He's like, sure, that's good. I'll tell you what I mean. He's like, you charge however the fuck you want to charge. And the reason for that is he has nowhere else to go. There's no other fucking gas station around in 100,000 mile radius. He's not gonna be able to walk 100,000 miles to the next gas station. You're the only person selling a car or car parts or tires. So you can charge however the fuck you want to charge, because the customer is scarce of resources. The demand is extremely high and there's no one else providing the resources, so there's no supply except yours, so you can charge however much you want. In times of scarcity, you charge whatever the fuck your heart desires, and the person can pay for it. Where else is he gonna go? So that's what I laughed, although it's true. Like, that's true. That is how every monopoly works. That's how these sunglasses or eyeglass manufacturers, like there's only one eyeglass maker, I think. I don't know about the world, but in North America, maybe like 1, 2, there's a whole monopoly or duopoly of these eyeglasses that people have to wear for reading. There's not really that many people who have, there's not that many businesses that make these glasses for people to read. And because of that, they charge fucking high amounts of money. Like, it's ridiculous. If you ever go to a fucking store to get yourself like fucking eyeglasses to read from, like, I've seen people pay thousands, if not hundreds of dollars for fucking pairs of glasses. Like, what the fuck? Why? Well, where else are they gonna go? It's not like there's anybody else making these eyeglasses for people to read. And even if they are, that's the company buys them up and monopolizes all that stuff. So yeah, these eyeglass companies, they charge whatever the fuck they want to charge for these eyeglasses. They charge that to the customers, and the customer is really bound to it. They can't do anything. So they pay for it. That's a classic demand-supply issue. There's no one else to supply. There's scarcity creates opportunities to ridiculous pricing, and it is acceptable. That's the fucked up thing. Society has accepted that, and they pay for it. It's fucked, and yet they whine about other things. It's so hypocritical how society can, on one end, pay ridiculous amounts for one thing, and on the other end, fucking not want to pay even a single dollar more for other things. So that was the last thing. He said that, scarcity, if you find there's a scarcity for your product, you charge whatever the fuck it is you want. So effectively, those are the three major ways. He broke it down to me in terms of pricing and in terms of mind frame, really, in terms of the mind frame of business, customer to business relations, business to business relations. It's so simple. And like I said earlier, many of these things already we know. I know it. The world, it's been repeated, regurgitated millions of times. It's just the way he described it to me, it stuck with me. To the point, like, that conversation, I would say is life-changing. Like, that conversation put my mind into a direction where my life has changed. Because of that, I'm making decisions that are different than I would have been making previous to that conversation. So that's good. Those are the three ways, effectively, how he described how you can make money. It was like, you provide a service that's faster than your competitor, and then you just get more people. Then you price yourself lower than the competitor, and you get as many people as you can. Number one. Number two of making money is high quality. So you make sure you spend the time and resources into creating a quality product, and you keep creating that quality product, build your brand around it, and then you charge however the fuck it is you want, however the fuck amount of money it is that you want to charge, and forget about your competitors. Fuck the competitors. If people come to you complaining how the competitors are cheaper than you, you tell the customers, okay, fine, go to them. Go fuck off. I don't want to deal with you anymore. I think of that as a Lamborghini business model. And the first one, the faster service, would be like the Amazon business model. Just in my mind, the way I framed it. And the third one, scarcity. If you find that your product is scarce, now you fucking rule the world. So you charge whatever the fuck it is you want, and just fucking do 50x multiple of your price you want to do, and then make the person pay you. You're like robbing them. Not robbing them, but like, whatever. Like, you just price whatever the fuck you want. And if the customer complains, you tell the customer, where the fuck else are you gonna go, asshole? You motherfucker. So yeah, scarcity. In my mind, this is the gas station business model, or like the highway robbery. Let's call it that. The gas station and the highway. Yeah, so first one is Amazon, second one is Lamborghini, third one is gas station. You know what? Highway gas, desert gas station. Let's call it that. Yeah, like a secluded gas station. Yeah, secluded gas station. So yeah. So that's all I had to say as a last note. Also, I just realized, you know what? I should be making timestamps now, from now on these videos, just so I can. But that's gonna need editing and a fucking editor. Fuck. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck that. It's a good thought. I'll write it down. Something for down the road. Okay, so yeah, timestamping for videos down the road. Need an editor. Anyway, that's all I have for now. I think this is a great session. This is a great documentation, especially because I'm using a new method of recording in a new place. I have 2 setups now that I have sorted out. One is the streaming/presentation setup, where I can present anything whenever I want in my laptop. The second one is, I want to say, like, I don't know, vlog, I guess, or like documentation, just me talking stuff, documenting it that way in my house. I sorted that out with the lighting and everything. That's good. The third one, this is the third one, I suppose, and this is just me recording from my phone, my iPhone, in a mobile location, just sitting in a restaurant or whatever. I'll figure out a better way to do this, but for now it's good enough. That's all I have. And with that, I will upload this video on the channel and then just see how that goes. I hope the video is not too big for me to upload. I really do, because that's gonna bum me out. So anyway, that's all I have for today. And thank you, Fizzy. This is what I mean when I say that you are honestly putting in the work. When you doubt yourself, just remember you are resilient, and this is proof. Like, all these thoughts, this is how you've been thinking for like fucking years, man. Holy fucking shit. You've been putting in the effort to improve yourself, self-improve yourself. So just keep doing it, become better at it with every single fucking day. Become better, become faster, ruthless, and we'll figure out a way. We're figuring out a way to make real money. $2 million is the goal, right? So yeah. So far, I've listed down the assets, and I'll keep listing down more assets. And to all you FizzyHeads out there, thank you for watching this. Really, this journey is something that's been going on for a long time. I've started documenting it from scratch, and true to my word, I've been making improvements, one improvement at a time. And if there's anybody else that learned from this, I don't even give up. That's great. That's great, you learn from it. I was never doing it for the views. If it does help, however, I'm happy. I really am happy. If there's one person, I already know one person is gonna help, and that's me. So I'm happy, right? If it's someone else that helps apart from me, I'm even happier. So that's great. As you can see, this is a testament to me working hard, and I'll keep working hard, faster, harder. So that's it. Fucking God knows how I'm not a millionaire yet. I mean, geez, I don't really know what I'm missing, but I'll keep trying. I'm trying. I'm executing. I'll keep executing. That's it. Not trying, I mean executing. I'll keep executing. So that's all I have for today, Fizzy. And take care. God bless. To anybody else watching, take care. God bless. Wish you the best. Really wish that you achieve all your goals. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Get all the money that you need. Get all the time you need. Get all the friends and family and friends you need. Get all the health you need. Because when you die, you cannot take any of this with you, right? You can only take the memories that you have, the good, the family, the friends, and all the stuff you have to your grave. Well, not the family you have, but the memories and the good times. So just do that, right? So thank you, Fizzy. Thank you for watching. And with that, take care. God bless. Hope you get all your dreams. Hope all your dreams come true. Wish you the very best. You achieve all your goals. And FizzyHead out.